So welcome back to DecoyNoise and another episode of Am I the Antagonist? And am I the antagonist for leaving on my daughter's birthday? So as always, we gotta take the story just as it is, rush it over to Decoy Court where I give you my knee-jerk reaction, then I read some top comments and the controversial comments and your comments down below as well. But let's go ahead and get to the story right now. So OP wrote, I was with my ex-husband for 18 years and we had 2 children together. During the last 2 years of our marriage, we were long distance because my company was opening a new branch and sent me to another state to oversee and train new hires. I was alone for the first time in a new city in almost 2 decades, and it was scary and lonely. That's when I met Sam. I never really believed in love at first sight or soulmates, but that's exactly what it felt like with him. He became my biggest support system in the new place, and I couldn't help but fall in love. When I realized my feelings were getting serious, I told my ex-husband and filed for divorce. I flew back to my home state to settle everything and to celebrate my daughter's birthday. However, the timing was just awful because Sam was scheduled for LASIK eye surgery the day after and needed me to take care of him since he didn't have family close by. I had to leave halfway through my daughter's birthday to make it back for Sam's surgery. I tried to call her when I landed, but she refused to talk to me. She believes I cheated on her father and abandoned the family, and most importantly, abandoned her. It was a difficult choice for me to make, but I think I did what I had to do. Am I the antagonist? So as always, gotta rush the case over to Decoy Court to give you my knee-jerk reaction to the situation, and I mean, it's pretty clear-cut that Exhibit A is OP is a terrible person. You know, this whole thing right here is just like, am I the antagonist for putting my own career, lust, and new man before the commitments to my husband, his feelings, and literally my own children that I pushed out of me? Like, you know, it sounds like the husband was willing to take one for the family unit and raise the 2 kids while OP chased her dreams and furthered her career, but OP couldn't take, you know, him taking the hit, and she couldn't have the self-control or the decency to put her family before her impulses, and what seems like the family has to suffer the consequences, which is kind of bringing us to, I guess, Exhibit B, which I guess has to be the decoy defense is. So OP chose her affair partner over her family, and I guess at least she's not trying to play it 50-50. You know, she's not doing both sides. Like, you know, she's not giving anyone hope that she's gonna finally come to her senses, and she's not giving any semblance that she's gonna have decent behavior. You know, she knows she's the bad guy. She knows she's the Joker in this storyline, and not the Christian Bale like cool deep statement Joker. She's the Jared Leto like nonsense, stop ruining my childhood Joker. You know, her only redeeming quality is at least when she made her decision to switch sides, she didn't try to play both sides. You know, at the end of the day, everyone's the antagonist in everyone's story, and she's not denying her role. You know, I think I'm a net positive to society, but I'm sure someone is listening to me like, how dare you, Decoy, get a haircut, talk like a normal Asian, or fix that shirt. I mean, okay, but I guess we're judging OP. We're not judging me right now, but I mean, you're wait, what the heck? My buttons don't work. You're the antagonist. There it is. You're the antagonist because obvious reasons. You're being like a bad person. You can't, like, you know, you can tell you're the bad guy when the decoy defense just becomes more reasons why you're an awful person. And I truly try to give somebody their fair shake when it comes to these things. And OP has done some bad stuff, but she's learning to come to terms with it. You know, if you're Darth Vader and you just destroyed the planet that your own family is on, you just sit there and soak about them not understanding why you did it, or you just kind of lean into it and be like, yeah, yo, my hot new mans need some new eyeballs, so peace out. Like, you know, just so you know, though, if I ever would never, like, I would never leave you guys just because my new channel needs some new eyeballs. Like, you know, I'm loyal to you guys because you're subscribed to me with the notifications on, you know, so make sure you're seeing all the new episodes out, because even if my, you know, I found my new love at first sight, I would still stay true to the original Decoy Koi Pond. But that's all wrong. But it's one of those situations where, you know, if you're loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you. Just go ahead and take a break and let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section right now before we hit the top comments, because the top comments oftentimes sway what we're thinking in these storylines. So let's go ahead and read the top replies to see what they're thinking. So the top reply says, Santa says you're the antagonist. You abandoned your family and on your daughter's birthday, and you made it clear Sam is more important than she is. You're an awful person. No presents for you ever again. Permanent naughty listed. And then talking about ho ho ho. Okay, so apparently there's a Santa novelty account on Am I the Antagonist? I don't even know if I really like that. The fact that it got 10.9k upvotes. I mean, I guess if you're a kid and you're really into Santa and you still believed in all that situation. Okay, no, I'm going down the wrong path. Okay, look, Santa is real. But I guess if you're really into Santa and you see him posting on here, I guess that's a pretty cool thing. But let's go ahead and just kind of skip over that. And the next reply is saying, so there you are. No, I'm on fire. Do not melt the icebergs. Fire, fire, bad. This is my second award ever. So apparently this is just becoming a novelty entirely. This is no longer a place for people to post morally gray area things. Like, this is probably the first sign that I should probably move on from Emma the Antagonist, because this is what do you call it? Like, this is prop comedy. This is not just actual people telling stories. This is like, you know, Santa telling you that you're on the naughty list now. And it's like, how does that help someone that actually has legitimate problems in their family life where they're like, oh, what should I do? I'm in a moral dilemma. You don't need Santa chiming in on you. But I mean, okay, let's go ahead and read the next reply saying, you're the antagonist. Your daughter was your family first, and she has every right to feel you cheated on her dad and abandoned the family because you did. Which is very true. All these things are true. And the next reply was, yeah, I don't know what OP means when she says she thinks she cheated. I was in a 6-month abusive relationship when I met my current boyfriend. I believe it was love at first sight. I broke up with my boyfriend at the time before pursuing anything. The ex cheated on me, manipulated me, and abused me. And I still gave him the courtesy of breaking up with him in person before getting into a new relationship. You're the antagonist, OP. So a fair amount of projection in a story that doesn't really have all too much to do. This was just like, let me pat myself on the back right now because I'm such a good person that I can be done wrong and I'll still do the right thing. I don't understand why that has any part in this story right now. Let's go ahead and read the next top reply. You're the antagonist. You had issues in your marriage, and instead of deciding to work on those issues, you had an emotional affair, then left your daughter's birthday for some random guy's surgery. I'm sure that part of you already knew what you did was effed up. Very true. Maybe it was one of those things where they know they're the bad person, but maybe they're looking for that decoy defense or someone just to point out something wrong. Like, you can't not follow your love, or you can't always do that. Or maybe if your husband wasn't giving you something and you were getting it from that other guy, obviously you got to go with that. Like, some insane amount of rationale that's going to make her feel better about this, but you know, who knows. And he was in typical Reddit fashion. You can have someone that's like, oh yeah, totally sure the affair was only emotional. So likely there was more to that affair than just the emotions, but we can't start judging them on things that we think happened, because that's not fair. And we gotta be better than that, better than the people jumping to conclusions. But let's go ahead and read the next top reply right now saying, you're the antagonist. LASIK can easily be rescheduled. It's understandable that you got lonely and divorced, but don't pretend that you thought it was going to be easy or happy for your family. You did abandon your husband. That is a choice you can make. And sure, your daughter is going to feel abandoned too. Leaving halfway through your daughter's birthday can't actually have seemed like a good idea at this point. The process is optional for an optional reschedulable surgery, which is true. Like, the whole idea is like, you know, possibly was this a power play on behalf of the new guy Sam, where he was like, whoa. You were married before me, you have kids, now you're going back home for them? Or how about I just make sure my LASIK surgery is on the same day as her birth date, so you can't go home, reignite the sparks, and because we know how easily you can be swayed to cheat on your significant other. Like, if 18 years of being married with 2 kids doesn't mean anything, what's some hot fling in a new state gonna do? Like, he knows that their relationship is in danger as well, so it's like, you know, he probably purposely made the LASIK surgery on that day. But let's go ahead and read the next reply. You're the antagonist. Like, you couldn't explain to the new man in your life that it was your daughter's birthday. One of 2 things could have happened. He would have understood, could reschedule, and say you enjoy your time with your family, or he could have said, no, you still need to be here to take care of me, which is a red flag too. Maybe leave him before it even starts. Of course your daughter is going to be hurt that her mother left, abandoned her on her birthday, which is a very true thing. Like, this isn't outlandish for them to feel abandoned on this situation, and which is kind of, they're saying, oh, it looks like a red flag, all these things are happening. Yeah, this is just a fling. She's probably going to end up, here I go again, like interjecting my own opinion, but if we have this amount of red flags already in the situation where, like, you know, he could reschedule a LASIK surgery at any time and had to just be on the day that she was going back home to see her husband, yeah, that's a pretty big red flag. But let's go ahead and read just one more top reply. So they're saying, you're the antagonist. Everything you said is so egocentric. Boo-hoo, it's so lonely. Guess what? Your husband and child were missing you as well. They did not replace you. You should not have come to your daughter's birthday if you decided just to leave that quick again. For the man you left your family for? You may not think it was cheating, but guess what? You have cheated. You are emotionally cheating on your husband. That is just as bad. Probably been on some romantic outings with him as well. That you might not have had intercourse with him doesn't mean you didn't cheat. Your daughter is fully in the right. You practically abandoned her right in the middle of her puberty. Not so smart puberty. What? is when you could really use a mom to talk with and you broke her trust completely. If you want her in your life, you should do some grand gesture and, you know, start acting like an actual mom again. You should definitely give her some time, as she needs time to process, she said progress, but I'm saying process all this. So a little bit of typos in that story right there, but the idea is, no, OP has made a choice. She likes this new guy. It's fun. She's never been in a new city. She's on this new adventure. She's having this thing where she's the antagonist to her, like, you know, love story, her novel or whatever, with some new exciting man, and, like, you know, having the whole husband back at home, watching the 2 kids and having birthday parties. That's not near as fun as having a hot new fling in a new city. So it's, yeah, I don't think that she's trying to do the grand gesture behind, for, like, you know, doing her daughter right by her, or trying to, like, you know, make it up for them. She's already chosen her new life and saying, like, hey, you guys bore me now. I'm doing this new hot thing or whatever. So maybe the top comments will give us this kind of perspective, and the controversial comments will give us something that we don't know in the top comments. Maybe the controversial comments are Sam to our old ex-husband and all the kids. But let's go ahead and say the top comment right now is, this sounds fake, which is true. And the thing is, the big criticism I'm getting is, after I did those fake stories, where I did those 3 very, very fake stories, and everybody just seemed to, like, fall directly into my trap. But not, like, you know, we always see people calling fake stories out on Reddit now, but my stories are 100% made up with just, they didn't make sense timeline wise or money wise, or one of them was even Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. Like, these are all fake stories, but I never got called out. So when I come across a story like that, I would always say, hey, this is fake. I was becoming very jaded, and my audience was all like, hey, Decoy, like, simmer down, not every story's fake just because you passed your fake story. So let's go ahead. Oh, the next reply is them calling it out for being fake again. Maybe it is. And the next controversial reply would be, we need more information. How far in advance did Sam have to schedule the surgery? Aside from his sister, was there no one else other than you that could have taken him? So maybe there was some story about the sister that I haven't read along, but let's go ahead and read the next one. So they're saying, you're the antagonist. Your children should always come before your boyfriend. You did... Sorry. You did abandon them. You moved away, lost interest in your family, met someone new and moved on. You're acting like a 16-year-old with her new boyfriend, not an adult. Which is essentially exactly what it was, where, you know, I didn't catch their age in there, but they said this is the first time they've been in a new city on a new adventure in over 20 years. So this was their, like, kind of teenage years where they're having this nice adventure, and they're at summer camp, and there's all these new bright lights and new people, and they're going on an adventure. It's like, yeah, she's not acting like an adult. She's not acting like I guess I wouldn't say she's not acting like an adult. I don't think that she's acting like a responsible, mature mother that is there to take care of her kids and put her kids first, because isn't that what your responsibility is? I don't have kids, so I live very selfishly, but I don't know, all the parents in the comment section below, let me know, don't you put your kids first? Isn't that like this, what is it, the maternal urge? I don't even know what the word, that sounded weird. but don't you have needs where you're like, oh, anything for your kids? And she's just like, no. Sex in the City adventure, that's more fun than actually taking you to soccer camp or whatever they're doing. I don't know. Let's go ahead and read the next controversial comment saying, you're the antagonist, and you did cheat. Have you seen the replies to comments? You are a bit delusional. If everyone is telling you that you cheated and you're the only one who's saying you didn't, who is correct? Apologize to your daughter, take her out, and have a day all about her and only her. No. If you think that she's doing that whole, like, oh, I'm gonna make amends for all my past mistakes situation, you haven't been paying attention to this story close enough. She does not give a crap about anybody in her family. She doesn't give a crap about you, this or that or whatever. She just like, hey, how do I spend more time with Sam? Because this is more fun than that boring ass lame family with their lame I'm just making shit up now, but lame soccer practice and lame like raising kids in that old hometown. I'm a new city person with this new corporate high-end job, this new hot man or whatever. So I guess I would like to make these videos go a little longer, but I'm just blasting OP right now. I tried to do the decoy defense. I really promise you I did. So if you appreciated the fact that I at least tried to defend her, go ahead and give me a subscribe down below with the notifications on, because even though I'm not doing the channel as much, I do, like, I mean, I'm recording super late at night right now, so I'm trying to make as many videos as I possibly can, because I do like to kind of interact with you guys and make the channel as best as possible. So if you appreciate it and you actually are getting some value out of this, make sure you subscribe down below. But as always, if you made it this far in the video, I want to say I appreciate you hanging out with me, interacting in the comment section down below. If you would like to support the channel, you can head over to DecoyNoise.com/donate, or have a Patreon link, or have a Ko-Fi link. You can buy me a coffee for $3. It doesn't mean much to you guys, but it does mean a lot for me, because it would show that people are willing to support the channel. I'm getting better, the videos are there, whatever it is, whatever it may be. But as always, put this on autoplay and watch the next DecoyNoise coming up next.